Welcome, Sagittarius, to this, your January 2023 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant. And if you might be interested or curious to see what might be involved in a one-on-one clairvoyant reading with me from anywhere in the world, then just check out the information in the description below. Now, as the subscribers know, we don't have any video advertisements breaking into this content, so you get to enjoy the experience uninterrupted. And I'll say that if you have not yet seen your 2023 annual forecast, then you can find that easily set out in a playlist on my channel. But now we're going to take 5 cards, because as the subscribers know, 5 is all we need. They speak to you and they tell you what is going to be going on in your life in January. So let's get it underway, shall we? And start with this, the Chief, followed by, sort of looks a bit like Grace Jones. I think the art on this is Sub-Saharan African, the 2 of Blades, Sub-Saharan African. And now what's this one down here that's poking out? The Moon. And you will appreciate the variety of images in here and the lovely way in which the artist has done it. Can't remember the name of the artist, but you probably get the clue by looking at, well, someone on the comments will probably tell us. Now, what else is there? We want 2 more. So this is that the only one there? Yep. Young coin. Young coin indeed. Well, let's see what there is from in here somewhere, shall we? And dig right in. Let's see what this is. There is the Queen Mother. Well, why don't you, as is our usual practice, come and sit down next to me here. We'll have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together while I do the reading for you. Let's look at the first card you drew, which is the Chief. And here we have a Lady Chief, the number of 4. Well, for the sake of inclusivity, this is normally the Emperor, which is normally Yang energy. But we've got some Yin energy around this for the Chief, for inclusivity purposes and for a change, it seems, in this deck. Now, the Chief's armor is adorned with large diamonds. Do you see that? Representing divine guidance, I think, love, and the strength to charge forward with any endeavor that she wishes. Now, on each shoulder rests the intensely magnetic energy of 2 women who balance the masculine with the divine feminine wisdom. A proper leader is not simply brash in their command. Empathy and sympathy are powerful tools and essential to the charisma and trust that a leader like the Chief must build with their people. Now, the fur of wild game around the shoulders not only provides warmth and protection, but is also a reminder to stay grounded with gratitude for all that they have been blessed to acquire. Now, I think that the Chief here is a mediator, and you may well be called upon to be a mediator, balancing the forces between the realm of the spirit with the material number. Now, as I mentioned, the number 4, that symbolizes form, wholeness, and new beginnings. The number 4 represents aspects in the physical world. 4 directions, 4 seasons, 4 element, 4 phases of the moon, 4 basic geometric figures, such as the circle, square, line, and triangle. And there are probably many more. 4 represents completion and starting something new from a strong foundation. Now, the leader here protects her kingdom by creating a strong and solid foundation, a safe, secure place where you can think and balance your emotions and thoughts rather than reacting from something of a survivalist position. Now, she guides you to find your personal power and leadership qualities. Remember, when you were young, your innocence and vulnerability was influenced by the rules and traditions of family structure and society, weren't they? When you grew older, a personal code began to develop and your personal power came into play. As a young adult, you began to question limiting beliefs and patterns that didn't fit your principles. By recognizing and living what is true to your heart and soul, you gain your personal power. Now, the Chief's energy here gives you vision and vitality to start new projects or express new ideas. She teaches you how to set boundaries and how to develop your gifts and talents. She shows you how to empower others in a positive way and in turn empowering you. The Chief brings a new dawn to express your gifts and ideas and to experience life to the fullest. She is full of adventure, wanting to travel and explore the world. Her energy is high and ready to move. Now use the wisdom of the Chief and honor what your heart speaks true. Build new, solid, strong, and secure foundations in your life. Tap into your personal power and explore your potentials, igniting new ideas. The Chief reminds you to maintain your personal boundaries. Her gifts to you are leadership skills, fairness, stability, drive, power, and high self-confidence in January. I want to go to the opposite side, or the opposite end of this diagonal, going to the right, and look at this Mother of the Earth. Queen Mother it is. Okay. Hello, Queen Mother. How are you? Good to see you. Well, she symbolizes nature, fertility, birth, motherhood, nurturing, harmony, and sensuality. She signifies the importance of living in harmony with Mother Earth and its creatures, awakening your spiritual responsibility to keep a clear perspective on the evolution both of humanity and of the Earth itself. Now, she is cyclic like nature, and she represents the process of renewal for you. Now, through her, life force is birthed into the world of form. The Queen Mother is the revolving door of creation and manifestation. All living creations spring forth from her and return to her. She symbolizes, I think, fertility, parenthood, abundance, and creation. Now, I think that her message to you is, for this particular month, to love and to understand yourself and those around you. Open up your heart, live and make your choices in life with love in your heart. Honor and live your heartfelt desires, because they will guide you to a full and abundant life. Honor nature, bringing more of it into your life. The Queen Mother whispers not to be afraid of your sensuality and passions. Live out your sexuality and your life to the fullest. She allows her imagination to blossom with ideas and gives those ideas attention, nurturing them until they come into fruition. She's always pregnant with the spiraling energy of life and creativity. Now, I think the Queen Mother deeply loves nature, growing things, being outdoors. She loves family, friends, and partners. She loves and protects her world with strong passion and will, balance and whole. The Queen Mother, her love is always unconditional and true. Now, she combines all that we know and love in our world, holding everything precious and dear. Nothing goes unanswered. Her aura of love shelters and protects you at this time. Her gifts are strength, passion, and creation. Live life through love and understanding, and you will heal. Let her energy spiral through your being. Watch your imagination soar in unlimited creative directions and be clear about what you want. See your ideas and dreams. Imagine them before you go to sleep each night and watch them manifest into form. Plant your seeds with the Queen Mother's passion and love and watch them grow. Your creation will rise over the horizon like the full moon that we're coming to, illuminating the magical night sky. Gifts of abundance, harvest, and good fortune. You are the creator of your world. Now, I said we were going to look at this, so look at it we shall. Yeah, Queen Mother, but is of course the Empress in other decks, just as that is the Emperor in other decks. I may get the terminology mixed up from time to time in the midst of my discussion here. Now, let's have a look at this painting here. Isn't that a striking image, don't you think? It's full of mystery and wonderment, just like the moon. The moon's waxing and waning cycles reflect death and rebirth, fertility, intense dreams, deep sleep, some heightened psychic abilities for you, I think, at this time, and unexpected situations and transformations which come around. The moon's cycles reflect the cycles of your spiritual and physical paths in the world of matter. And the moon stirs an ancient, mysterious feeling inside of you. Now, I'm assuming it's here. You might just see it here on this corner. That number is 18. And 18 is the number of challenge, tests, initiation, intuition, inner strength, and completion. Now, the moon energy, when it turns up, as it has done for you in the center here, really intensifies any situation, and it can take it to really unexpected areas. The moon is the threshold or the gateway to a new and unknown reality. It is yet another initiation, and its path can be referred to as the dark night of the soul. If you have ever walked outside at night under a full moon without a flashlight and away from any light source, you have experienced the moon's mysterious, illusory scenery. See, around you at the moment there is the question of, is it a reality or is it an illusion? Beware of deception at this time. I think there are secrets about which you will reveal. Now, the moon is really surrealistic. The moon represents the gateway to the unknown. It brings you to a new, unfamiliar ground, and all the fears and demons that you have carried are now seem bigger, scarier, and meaner monsters than you have ever experienced. But don't worry, this is an illusion. Because when the moon calls you to enter the darkness, feelings and emotions can come out of nowhere. Just trust your inner divine light. The moon reminds you to go forward without worrying about all the what-ifs. Trust your authentic self and fight any illusory monsters. Light is always brighter than the darkness, and the light is coming through. The moon's guiding light says, "Follow me. Use your inner strength and focus. Trust your intuition and instincts, and you will wake up on the other side of the threshold, liberated." Now, the thing is here also that the moon will inspire you on your way to new ideas and new paths. Though it doesn't reveal the total situation to you immediately, it teaches you to tap into your intuition and trust. It opens information and inherent memories through dreams, meditation, and visions, perhaps. It reflects where you are on your cycle of life and how you feel about it. It reminds you that the cycles in life and your spiritual paths, they're always beginning, ending, and rebirthing. The moon reminds you that you will pass through the threshold many times and on many levels, and each time you do, you will heal yourself, and your awareness will become more expanded, and your wisdom become deeper. The moon reflects the sun. You reflect the divine. But you will, however, I think, be feeling a great degree of peace during this period. And I'm getting that because this is sitting on your top line. All of these are such good cards for you, Sagittarius. Really great cards. Now, this is really the sort of the iconic picture of the shaman, isn't it? The magic maker, the one who can move spirits at earth. Well, here there is, in synchronicity with this card, there is the moon ruling the first decan of Libra. Now, this is a really happy combination, the moon in Libra. Your moon sign describes your instinctive or emotional energies, you know. This is a time when you'll have inner peace and the power to make decisions regarding a situation or relationship which engender really psychological and spiritual peace for you, I think. Now, there's inspirations and ideas which come now which are worth paying attention to. Remember them in order to be able to orient yourself by them in times of doubt and confusion. Well, the moon in Libra, as I say, well, with the moon in the sign of Libra, you'll likely have a deep need for peace and harmony in your life, and this is going to be the case. Now, Libra, as you would be aware, is generally symbolized by the scales, isn't it? And balance, and that balance will relate to any area of your life which needs evening out, and this includes your personal environment, your work, your relationship with others. Now, the purpose of this card is nothing dramatic. It really is something it's about neutrality, and it's neither good nor bad. And so there is a peace and a stability and a tranquility about you. Now, it could be, though, that you are having something of a hard time making up your mind about something and you can't make a choice. I don't think it's anything dramatic, but it's sitting in the background and it surfaces up every now and again. Maybe you'll be dealing with the pros and cons of a situation. It could be the case that you lack the necessary information that you need to make the right choice. Now, this moon card here, you see, this is about revealing things. So I think that information is going to be revealed to you. I referred to it as secrets, but secrets can include information which is unknown, of course. And so I think what happens is that you could uncover or come across information that then helps you make the right decision at this time. Because when you get it, it's like the light goes on and you can see the situation for what it is. And you'll be in a much better position to make the decision which is right for you. Now, what areas? Actually, before I say that, I'm reminded of an angel called Hahel, one of the angels. And that angel's name has the word Lord substituted for it. It's one of the 72 names of God from the book of Exodus. There is a book in the Jewish Bible or the Christian Old Testament called the Book of Psalms, And I'm sure it's Psalm 120 verse 2 that says, "O Lord, save me from treacherous lips, from a deceitful tongue." And this is also has a reference to this, I think. Well, I'm not selling religion, of course, but I do know that meditating on that verse, Psalm 120 verse 2, that it will heal all areas of life, including health problems, financial difficulties, and relationship conflicts. Now ask yourself, what areas of your life are especially important to you? You can now come calmly to the necessary decisions, I think. Also, take the time for deep relaxation. You're in a good position to examine your past, present, and future in January. And keep a note of your insights. And say this to yourself: "A deep peace fills my heart." And then that takes us, I think, to just this one left over, isn't it? It's this one here. Oh, I'm getting a lot of Taurus around this. I'm getting a lot of Aries around it as well. They're likely to be important to you. Keep an eye out for Taurus and Aries. Here is young Blade, so not the father or the king, I suppose, but rather the son. Now, I spoke of this as being a shaman. Well, really, he is, I think, the shaman of the court cards. He embodies the elements of air, which is his mind, and earth, which is his body, balancing and integrating the airy light of clear perception with the feminine energy of Mother Earth, resulting in divine reason that expands into spiritual inspiration and material manifestation. Now, he is at peace with himself and his environment. Sensitive, stable, and reliable, he travels a meditative path on his quest. He works patiently and diligently with concentrated focus until his goals are completed. And it goes without saying that this is what you will be doing as well. He's almost like an avatar of you during this time, because he's not going to let the distractions of life lead you off course. He's devoted and dedicated to Earth's evolution, and he is inspired to build new worlds that support the environment and which help humanity. He, like you, is taking full responsibility for his life, for his actions and choices, and he understands the need to make and to keep commitments. You will have through him strength, faith, and peace and in the face of any challenge. His pure and open heart is kind and strong, and he is in tune with the feelings of others and the situation at hand. This magical character here has mastered his five senses. Life force flows through his body in harmony and balance, and he works through the challenges of life by listening to his intuition. He feels, hears, and sees how nature works by taking the time to listen to what the environment is telling him. He preaches, and he tells you that peace in the heart and simplicity is true inner wealth. He bridges the worlds of the divine and the physical, bringing the possibility of living heaven on earth. Now, I think that this character here and the archangel Uriel follow the same path. They share the same element of earth. Uriel is the guardian of the nature spirits. He brings the gift of deep understanding of the natural laws of nature to humanity, as well as the light of God. And Uriel is the angel of peace and forgiveness. This is a time when you must forgive in order to obtain peace, particularly at this time of year in January coming into the new world. And you say, oh, forgiveness is so hard. Yeah, it is hard because what it does is that people go about it the wrong way. And things have in the past, people, situations, events caused you tears. Well, remember, the tears you shed, they water the gardens in your heart. So what is forgiveness? How do you forgive? Well, I think that this works. Forgiveness is giving up the hope that the past could be any different. I know that you may think that forgiveness means accepting what has happened to you. Well, it's not that at all. What it is accepting that it has happened to you. Not accepting that it was okay for it to happen. It is accepting that it has happened. And now, what are you going to do about it? The past is in the cemetery, so don't bury yourself in the cemetery and live with these past events. Forgiving is giving up the hope, not holding on to the hoping and wishing that it could have been any other way than it actually was. Giving up the hope that the past could be any different. And when you get that, it will take you to the next level of being, a more complete person, because you don't hold grudges for anything or any situation or any person. And when you let go, the past does not hold you in its prison cell or hold you hostage to life. But having said that, by way of a detour, I guess, let's get back to this guy. And I think what he does finally is that he brings you physical strength and endurance, and he signals time for you. It is the time for you to get in touch with all five senses, including also the sixth sense of perception. He indicates a love relationship about to enter into your life that is gentle and sensual. If you're in a committed relationship, that sensuality will be highlighted. And he really brings the alchemy of bridging the divinely inspired ideas of air into creation and manifestation in earth. Well, you look like you are going to have a fantastic month. Good job, you. Well, if you're like me, I think you will find the imagery on these cards striking and captivating. Now, I know that this is going to be a good month for you, so well done and all the best to you for 2023. Now, remember this until I see you next time, and it is this, that you are a legend, and I look forward to seeing you again next month. And until then, it's bye for now.